I have to pause for a minute in the sense of it because I have to do this, if anything. Let me just tickle your nostalgic brain for just a little bit because I have to talk about something that relates to a thing that I love the most about it. So I saw this drawing, this lovely drawing, which is Your Eyes Are Not Fooling You. It's from this lovely artist. It's Zoe from Roly Poly Oly, Disney's Roly Poly Oly, if you remember that show, and Ratchet from this movie Robots, played by Greg Kinnear, if I'm correct. And I've seen so many people who saw the picture of that. She also has a couple of other pictures with Zoe's family of Roly Poly Oly as well. This lovely artist who did this. And there's some people like, people were saying, "Oh, that's so awesome seeing that drawing in the sense of it." I never thought that these two worlds would meet. What if I told you this could be canon? You want to know why? Because both the Robots movie and Roly Poly Oly were made by the same person. He also is responsible for Rise of the Guardians, that movie from DreamWorks with that handsome Jack Frost that y'all ladies and gays have been sipping for, and the big butchy Russian-like Santa Claus, that movie, yeah, same person. Also, what other projects? George Shrinks. You ever remember that cartoon from PBS? Little boy, like Tom Thumb type of character, who had Stuart Little type of character. That cartoon from back in the day, same person. Oh, and let's not forget the biggest one of them all, Disney's Meet the Robinsons. Remember that movie? Same person. They are all created by the same person. May I introduce you to William Joyce? We all need to give some appreciation to that man, because if it wasn't for William Joyce, most of our childhood with all of those projects would not exist if it wasn't for William Joyce. And the reason why I'm making a big deal about it is because when I was little, the book that inspired Meet the Robinson was the first book that I ever purchased with my own money. And I think I was 8, 9 years old when I bought that book. I bought it at a book fair. The Scholastic book fairs. Y'all know what I'm talking about. My generation. We still need to make sure those are relevant. Well, the Scholastic book fair, that was the first book that I ever purchased with my own hard-earned cash at a Scholastic book fair. I read that book front to back. So when Disney put out the movie that it adapted from it, I definitely wanted to see it. Which I have some regret feelings about it because they changed a lot of it, but it's understandable. But yeah, I feel so validly awesome to know the fact that both of those characters, both Ratchet and Zoe, could be canon because of William Joyce. And I really wish somehow, some way, I would know if William Joyce could ever tell us that could be canon, because both of these characters were characters he created. William Joyce's style, from what I've known over the years, with the exception of, I think, Rise of the Guardians, has a sort of nostalgic 1940s, 50s style in most of his work. If you look at any of the art that he's done, any of the projects that he's done, it always has that 40s noir vibe. In the same way that a certain creator of a certain superhero comic book series that I hold dear to my heart has that same noir styling. And so I'm gonna need somebody out there in the world to just make something that deals with any of William Joyce's properties with Bruce Timm's Batman world. At least Batman. I could say Superman, and I could say Justice League, but Batman specifically, because I've always, when I grew up and I watched the Batman animated series, the first thing that came to my mind is, why is his animated style giving me William Joyce vibes? Because, again, Joyce is one of my favorite authors. He is. So, I need to know I'm not the only one that has that brain feed of a tickled moment. But that artwork with Ratchet and Zoe is just, it's one of my favorites. But yeah, the fact that if y'all have never read a William Joyce book in your childhood, I think you might want to reassure yourself of doing that. So, can we all give appreciation to William Joyce?